first, spawning in the northern location here of Heavy Rain, we have our blue Zerg from Exile 5. It is Pig. Spawning down in the bottom location, representing Root Gaming. Here's our yellow Zerg using the tag Dedication, and boy does he have a lot of it. It is Petraeus. Alright, so both these players very, very strong Zerg players from the Australian-New Zealand region. Petraeus right now, he is from New Zealand, but he's living over in California right now at the Root Gaming house along with Iaguz, and I believe Mighty Kiwi is actually still over there as well. And Pig is a very homegrown kind of player. He has been over to Korea to train with a couple of the pro teams over there, but he is currently stationed in Sydney just doing some home coaching as well. And he's been doing and showing very well in tournaments, and it looks like we're going to have an early pull straight up away from Petraeus. He wants to get through this as fast as possible by the look of things, and starts off with an early pull. And he's even taking, oh no, this should be a cancel, yeah, there we go. A cancel on that gas will get the extra drone out for him, and so he's going to go for some early aggression. Pig actually going for a hatchery first. Petraeus has been doing his homework on Pig, knowing he does like that hatchery first, and he's going to punish him for it here if Pig is not careful, as the first 3 lings are now on the way. And it looks like Pig should just be able to see these lings with the Overlord just popping in here now. The lings should just spawn now. Yes, they do. They come out, and it looks like he is going to sim, unless Petraeus can sneak around here and keep him away from that Overlord. No, just going to run him straight through that Overlord. Pig does see these lings coming, and he's gone hatch first. He's got his pool, though. He didn't go gas before pool, and that would have been absolutely devastating if he had done that. So what can Pig do to defend this? There isn't really too much of a drone stacking option here for Pig, unless he tries to hide him in that little corner there, but that could pose a little bit of a threat to Pig right now, and his pool is still pretty far away right now, and the lings are making their way across. Is he just going to target down this natural hatchery and throw it down? No, he's going to go straight up into the main. He does not care about your hatchery, Pig. He wants your drones, and he's going to go in. The drone stacking will begin, and he's actually made his own little drone stacking little area with the pool hiding at the back there, and he's fighting the drones right now. Petraeus actually is fighting with the lings on these drones, and he is picking off a few straight away. One gonna go down, and he transfers down to the natural where more lings from Petraeus lie in wait, and a nice little drone stacking spot there for Petraeus, and he's gonna trap all of them in there right now. Is he just gonna, this is like absolutely destroying the mining time right now of Pig, but he does have enough minerals to be able to make a few lings of his own. And Petraeus right now, is he transitioning? Yes, he's making his he's making his own hatchery back at home there, but he is going to be chased out. So Pig holds this fairly well, but Pig did lose a lot of mining time having to stack those drones for such a long time. But Pig does have 2 bases up now. He does have a little bit of gas, and he will need to send 3 drones back up there, in which it looks like he has. No, he does send a couple of drones back up there, but he doesn't put anything back on the gas as of yet. But he does have a lot of lings of his own pushing across the map. He's actually going to try and catch Pig out a little bit here, and he kills a few of the lings there, and some reinforcing ones from Pig. Isn't going to be enough to fight this, and Petraeus is going to push Pig back into his own base, but no, Pig going to keep up the aggression, and Petraeus right now, he doesn't actually have any more lings in production. He's just going to rely on the queens if he gets pushed back this far. But Pig just dancing around with his lings. It looks like he's going to sneak in with a single ling here to try and get a little bit of a scout off and see what Petraeus is transitioning into. But Pig now on 2 bases. He's still hasn't gone back to his gas. He's just getting his drones out as fast as he can now. But both players roughly the same on drone count right now. Only 1 drone went down in that initial 9 pool start, but it did put a little bit of pressure on Pig. He lost a bit of mining time, but now these lings just go straight up into the main. There is a queen up there by itself. Can he pick that off? But he would use the drones to fight if he does. He's going to use some hold position micro on those drones to keep that queen alive, but no, the 2 queens are up there. He thinks about taking down that queen, but no, he's just going to get out and keep himself alive, as both players still just evening out pretty nicely right now. Petraeus is getting some gas of his own. Pig has gone back to the gas, finally up in his main, but he will have a little bit of a gas lead in front of Pig, and he also has the 2 bases, of course. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty even out from here. It's going to even out for a little while too, because no one's really too far behind. I mean, Pig has a little bit less in ling supply or army supply or what have you. But yeah, both players economy-wise back on top of each other basically. I mean, the only real thing is, no, not even that. Like, metabolic boost is basically the same, but Petraeus going to throw down the roach warren very, very quickly here. Pig right now, what's he doing? He's trying to make another queen, but he did get himself supply blocked by the look of things. He might have lost an overlord over on this side of the map, and it looks like he did. So that queen will take a little bit to come back out. Now, Pig, though, he does have his gas bank back. Oh, he doesn't have really a bank, but he did have enough to throw down his own Baneling Nest to go in here right now. So actually, Petraeus trying to get a quick cancel on a third base there and almost gets it, or almost gets just a straight up kill. That was very quick and could have been very costly for Pig if that did go down. And but he does know that third base is on the way, so he may try and throw his own down. Yes, he will. The drone is in position to do so, but he does have his roach warren right now, and he's starting to produce his own roaches. Now look at the gas count for Petraeus right now. He does have enough to start throwing down his upgrades for his roaches, but he is just basically on top of the roach count right now. There we go. He starts his upgrade, and Pig starting his banelings now. He is... Oh, actually, this could be pretty funny. He's found the banelings here of Petraeus, but that means his queens are out of position, and now the link speed of Pig, he's going to kick in. He's going to catch himself a couple of queens. Is he going to detonate on top of these queens with these banelings? No, he's going to keep them alive. There's transfuses there, but no, he's going to kill both those queens, so that can be painful for Petraeus, of course, but he does see the roaches coming here from Petraeus, and there's only 4 of them right now, but he does have more and more coming. 4 following up that one and a lot of lings. Now, what does Pig have here to defend? He's got banelings to defend against the lings, but the roaches, that many, and what does Pig have to defend? He's going to throw down some spines and just sack his third base by the look of it. He loses the queen in there. This third base is not going to be saved. A few roaches here for Petraeus. And he's going to push in, try and hit the timing before those spine crawlers do get up, but he's going to try and fight his heart out here, Pig, to keep those spines and get them spawning, and he does get them to spawn. He almost loses a lot of banelings there, a lot of lings there to Pig's banes, or another one almost going down, but he gets a full surround on these roaches, and they're not going to survive that engagement. And it looks like that may put Pig onto the aggression. Yes, he's going to start moving across the map with his banes and his lings. And what does he follow up with? He's actually droning up behind this Pig. He needs to throw down his third hatchery again, and yes, he does. Now, Pig needs to hit a very good attack here with these lings and banes on this third base to put Petraeus at a deficit, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. There's a superior ling count here for Petraeus, and he's chasing Pig away. There's also roaches heading across the map now for Petraeus, but only 2 at the moment, so it's not really too costly or worrisome here for Pig at the moment, unless that roach count starts to dip up, and it looks like that is happening with about 7 roaches following up there in the back. Now, Pig needs to get some positioning. He's got his spine crawlers there ready to attack. He might want to push them forward a little bit more so they're a bit close to that third base to stop it from being cancelled, because there is a lot there. Pig does have roaches of his own now. He runs them straight in. Now, he's got banelings in. Now, those lings at the back need to be careful, because there's still a lot of banelings here from Pig, and Pig is pushing this aggression back, letting his third base get back up. And is he going to let this chase across the map? Or is... It looks like Petraeus is going to try and fight with what he can. He's detonating a couple of bangs there with a nice little bit of ling micro, pushing them around, and some target fire from the roaches, of course. And now he's pushing Pig back once again. Pig's going to go back. He's going to reposition his spines and defend this third base once again. So he didn't have to make those, sit there and wait for them to make in front of the third base. He made them back here at the front here, and has now moved them in front of his third. So I like that setup there from Pig. He's going to be nice and set to defend that third base. But now this third base is been kicked in for a while now for Petraeus larvae wise, but now he starts to fill it out with some drones and get some gas from it. Now roach speed is now done here for Petraeus. He does have a pretty nice roach count as well. He's ahead by 9. He has roach speed, he has +1 missile, and he has +2 missile already started. Now Pig +1 missile is still a fair bit away, and so is roach speed. So basically from here, this is where where Petraeus just steps on the roach button and just makes as much as he can, but he's actually going to throw down an excellent evolution chamber, get that second upgrade rolling as well, to keep him ahead in upgrades of Pig. So he's going to start that carapace upgrade when that evolution chamber does finish, I should imagine anyway. But a little bit of a counterattack is getting set up here for Petraeus. He's got a few lings out here, and it looks like he might actually lose the queen here, because it does run off the creep, and the lings get right on top of that. That queen is goners. And that's going to be a very nice pick off for Petraeus there. Looks like Pig is going to have to remake another injecting queen there, and an injection just died over here, or is just finished over here at this third base, and there's no queen to clean that up and put in another injection. So very nice play there from Petraeus to keep Pig on his toes, and he's actually just creeping up in supply right now, way ahead of Pig, and he lets a lot of lings from Petraeus get into his main. Actually a nice bailing set up on that ramp, stops those getting in and cleans up everything, and even saves the queen. So not too bad there from Petraeus, of course, and he actually throws down a contamination on top of that +2 upgrade from Pig, delaying it even further. And look at the missile attack here from Petraeus. It is moving along nicely and almost complete. He's also got the supply advantage. He's just making more and more roaches, and looks like he can pretty much defend this push that's coming out here from Pig. I'm not sure where he's going with this. He's just chasing a single roach around for a while, and he's sending a counter-attack into this third base. He's going to dive in and try and get on this queen. No, he runs straight past. Is he going to go straight up into the main? There isn't any bailings up there anymore, so he goes straight in. He's going to get into the drone line and start target firing down some drones and get something done over there, and this is going to force Pig to try and break down some rocks, make a quicker way home for him to be able to defend against this. But it looks like that Ling run by has been cleaned up now by Pig, and Petraeus is looking very devastating with his roach count right now. His +2 is kicked in. He's almost got his carapace. His pathogen glands is also about to complete, which means infestors are to follow. So he's got 3 of them on the way, and they're going to have 2 fungals on them by the time they get across the other side of the map, as well as his 4th base coming down now. So what is Pig going to do to defend against this? He's getting pathogen glands of his own. He's got 5 infestors on the way, actually. That's very nice from him. But his upgrades will even up pretty soon with Petraeus if Petraeus doesn't attack soon. So if he leaves too much, it looks like Pig might catch himself back up. I mean, there's a 4th base coming down now from Pig, but a huge roach supply just drops in here from Pig. But he might take a quick of an early engagement right here, and he needs to pull back, I think, which he does. He might have to just sack this 4th base to be able to have an army worthy enough to fight this. And there's so many roaches there for Petraeus. He's even got the infestors. That 3rd base got cancelled. The drone dies instantaneously, and now the roaches are starting to build up here for Pig, and he's actually maxed out. He's got infestors of his own, so does Petraeus right now. And now the upgrades are about to even up. There's +2 missile attack about to finish in 10 seconds, and both players have the exact same count in drones. There is a couple more infestors here for Pig, which means there's a couple more roaches for Petraeus, and he's actually getting a little bit caught out there, but some nice fungals going down. He needs to throw down a couple more. Some good chunks of that of those fungals are jumping on top of those roaches, but the roach count is starting to dwindle here for Pig. He needs to pull back, in which he does. Those roaches are getting a little bit weaker at the back, but he does send a counter-attack down to this side. The roaches kill off the 4th base here of Petraeus, and it looks like Petraeus is going to do the exact same thing, walk over and kill the base, but he sends a couple home. It looks like there's another counter-attack moving in. He tries to move into the main base, but he does get caught out here by Petraeus' reinforcements, and both players going to even out once again, but Pig so far behind in his roach count right now, and he needs to remax, but he's starting to get a little bit low on the gas. Petraeus is throwing in the burrow as well. He keeps most of his roaches alive, so he's going to be able to burrow that and just regen the health on those roaches, whereas Pig does not have that upgrade yet. And Petraeus also has the option to go into Hydralis. He does have a Hydralis den somewhere on the map here. There it is down at the 3rd base, so it is a little bit vulnerable to a counterattack, but I don't think he has to worry too much, as his army's been hanging around that side of the base very nicely. And here we go. We have some nice static D coming down to defend against those counterattacks that have been coming out from Pig, throwing down 5 spy crawlers at that 4th base. And the 4th base for Pig is coming along nicely. I mean, he's going to get there. He's got his concave set up for defensive purposes if Petraeus does try to sneak in, but at this point, both players are maxed out once again. They're on the exact same upgrades, but Petraeus did go ahead and get his +2 carry pace ahead of time. And Petraeus looks like he's taking a little bit of a page out of Moonglade's book by getting a lot of static D at his forward bases, which, look at all the amount of spine crawlers over here. That's no counter attack of small roaches getting into there. And then he's also got a lot of spine crawlers for defending the front here at his 3rd base. So Pig is going to have a really hard time with that, and he's actually going to send in a counterattack of his own to a lot of spine crawlers here of Pig, so he can split up his army and fight this off, which it looks like he's going to do. What is going on over here? We have a Hydralis here from Pig trying to pick off a couple of overlords, so that's going to be a nice little pick for him if he can get those. And Tunneling Claws actually coming out now for for Petraeus. I keep looking at dedication. I know his name's not dedication, but anyway, tunneling claws coming out for the roaches here of Petraeus, so you can try and sneak him in. There is actually a little bit of detection around here for Pig, and actually makes about 5 overseas and splits them up over his base, so I like that there from Pig. The burrow goes down, he finds a few of Petraeus' roaches, and they're going to go down. +2 carapace, about to finish up though for Petraeus. He's going to lose those roaches beforehand anyway, but does he click on one of the roaches and see that +2 was